Hello YouTube, the Eye of Stone here. Today we are heading down into the Bonehoard, the third mission of Thief the Dark Project, Thief Gold. Crag's Cleft is more complex than Lord Bafford's Manor. Down in the Bonehoard is more complex than Break from Crag's Cleft. Here we have a considerably larger level. We have an army of zombies. We have chasmatic precipices to fall off of. We have lethal traps. We have belching burricks. We have a whole smorgasbord of ways to get ourselves killed, or even better, to make ourselves look silly. So let us see how we do. For those who may be tuning into this Let's Replay for the first time, this presentation seeks to show Thief in as quote-unquote vanilla a form as possible. So for convenience sake, I am using the Steam version of Thief Gold to do this. I do not like to use the CDs at all anymore, and running it off of Steam is just simpler. So I don't know what Steam did or did not do to Thief when they put it on their platform in terms of stuff going on under the hood. But I myself have installed no third-party patches or mods of any kind. We are playing in the good old 4:3 CRT aspect ratio. The other novel feature of this Let's Replay is that I'm doing this on hard as opposed to expert, which is what I normally play on. The unique combination of goals and how the levels are set up, it's just a different experience. I'm probably going to have to repeat this disclaimer several times. I ask people who've already heard it to just bear with me, but that is more than enough hubbub for now. Let's jump right in. Here we go. And here we are. Let's not wake this dude up. Let's go in here for our piece of loot. Ring. Okay, now you want to catch this rope. There is a risk of injury if you don't. This first fall can, in fact, get out of hand.
It's a long way down.
Indeed it is. Indeed, indeed. We had to hear that sound. It was a mission-critical goal. The level won't exit if you don't listen to it. No, Alex, that is not a zombine. It's a zombie. If you don't listen to the right combination of those evil ambient sounds, the level won't exit properly. Again, I know I've said it before, but for people who may just be tuning in to the Let's Replay with this episode, you're not seeing me do any but the mission critical readings, because in the bare bones unmodded form that I am deliberately playing in, Fraps does not play nice with the readings. It just shows up as blank on the screen, so we're not going to be doing those. Now, I would like to show you all the bow upgrade, but you have to do several different attempts in several different orientations to even unlock the chance to get to it, and it's still hard. So it's certainly a powerful bow upgrade, but it's beyond the scope of our Let's Replay today. Another time. Stick your hand in there. No one's gonna bite. This is where I live. The Bonehoard is my house. For you, this is a walkthrough of a game. For me, this is my crib. I wonder if that's like Ligeti from 2001, the healing font noise, the little ambience around the healing font. It sure sounds like it, whether it's part of the 2001 OST or not. That sort of, ooh, it sounds like Ligeti. Now, I can already tell you right now that I'm going to try to avoid an as obvious a blunder as that safe I walked right past at the end of the last episode in Crag's Cleft. However, while I will certainly collect the loot that comes across our immediate front as we play, and while I will stray into nooks and crannies to get it, places I know, relative to the total possible loot count of this level, we're not going to be terribly impressive this time either. Prepare to be, prepare to be underwhelmed again by the amount of loot I get relative to the total. It's not going to be terrible, but it's not going to be spectacular either by any stretch. We have the pressure of keeping a pace and, eventually there does become a fatigue aspect to this level, and there's also the unpredictability of Thief. You stay in these levels long enough, and that emergent chaos is gonna, at the least, give you a little love nip. Eventually. We need to not push our luck in a level like this. Good chunk. Now, can you hear that? We can begin to hear the horn of Quintus. We're going to hear it at several points as we get closer to it. Now we have a lot of burricks to avoid. The manuals for Thief, talk about sneak, hide, fight, and sometimes just run. And we have these packs of burricks, and we just need to run. Generally speaking. Now we're going to go into this fire crystal oblette. We need these. Hey, dude. Okay. Obviously, we did not want to step on the wrong side of that checker pattern. Now again, this section of cave right here, these green mossy rocks, I mean, again, the first few times I played the Bonehoard, in the year 2000 CE, summer of 2000 CE, this right here, and to come up here and be able to hear the horn, listen. Just at the edge of perception, but there. And it's like, again, it's the sensibility, it's the aesthetic, it's the storytelling through level design. Look, there were great games that told their stories through excellent level design before Thief. I know Thief wasn't the first. I personally, however, had not encountered anything like this. You know, as I have said many times, computer games to me were either Wing Commander space operas or, you know, Doom and Quake battle fests. It's just all these other spiritual and psychological dimensions, not just to the story of Thief, but these story and world-building elements so masterfully made manifest in what you see and hear and interact with in these levels. It all can come together in sitting in these tunnels and hearing that horn that you know you're actually that you know it's what you're here for, and you can hear it, but you've got a long way to go to get to it. Is that subtlety? Is that refinement? I mean, you could heap words at it. You could certainly throw as much, you know, as many platitudes at it as you want, but, you know, say that it's masterful and have done with it. But it struck you. It's tacky, but we are going to exploit the AI. If I end up having to rope or not to rope, I hope you're there, Mr. Rope. Anyway, if I'm going to end up having to redo this level, it needs to not be because of a belching berg. So, brought that guy down. You know, in this, it's like, what is that noise? This is just totally so different and over the top, and you know, okay, the polygons do show that, yes, they were really pushing right up against the edge of what you could, you know, this handmade DIY game engine, they were pushing the limits, but the game is so drenched in the sensibility of the people who made it, and it's a good sensibility. You know, we just, and then there's the horn again, focusing us back on what we're really here for. But we had to take this little adventure in these tunnels. You know, not too much of a departure, but not half-baked either. Boy. Whoa, now. Aren't we aggressive today? Spock, transmit now. Boy, they were aggressive. Okay. There's something to see down there. We're not doing it today. We're not going to do that. And here we are in the Bonehoard proper.
Tombs with piped-in music. How classy.
It's certainly sentimental. Almost incongruous, because this place is not terribly sentimental otherwise. Going to engage in zombie side. Let's just try to see how many of them we can get interested. Alright, they're starting to flank me. Let's rock! Boy, that was close. Again, they're flying bits will injure you. I'm going to try to use these corners to protect myself. Look at how much energy is in those zombie bits, how fast it's spinning. It's like integer overruns, anybody? Whew. Lot of energy in those zombie bits. Nope. I don't know what I'm on, but it's not helping our cause. Jonas. See? Did I not tell you those can damage you? Forgot about that. At least I didn't go in there. Alright. We need to switch weapon systems. We may not want to use every last fire arrow because we're going to need those in a bit, as I shall demonstrate. But I'm not saying don't use your fire arrows at this point in the level, but be conservative with them. Is every single one of these kills I'm making necessarily necessary? Not necessarily. However, again, I could use the practice. You know, you don't want to be in a situation where your stealth skills are really good in Thief and all your other skills have atrophied. Combat and movement skills generally are worth honing and worth working on and worth maintaining, is what I'm trying to say. Well, he didn't see that coming. I don't think we really need to bother that guy under the stairs, but there's a guy at the top of the stairs we do need to bother because we may need to come up and down here, and he's cramping my style. But this is a bad angle. Oh, tough, huh? That'll teach you. It'd be cool to have Serana down here. But she'd probably just be meandering around, setting off traps out of idle curiosity. Oh, I'm sorry. Was that air elemental armed? Alright. Now we've got to get some loot. Let's just get the stuff. We need that too. Let's just get the loot and see how many of these guys actually get bent out of shape. And we won't bother with the other two. Alright, now. Came in here for a reason. Wanted to finish pacifying the area. That's one of those things. Let's not, you know, walk right past this.
Felix, you don't look so good.
He looks better there than I do. There's a reason I don't have a camera on my mug. Now, we're gonna go for a swim. Yoink. This is one of those puzzles that sometimes throws off rookies. It's not always easy to differentiate between, is that bone any different than the other ones, and what do you do with them once you have them? Oh, something. Okay, another safety violation. Staircase. Up we go. Up, 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 up. Now, do you hear that? We've got a certain guy up there I really don't like either. Of all the changes they made in Thief Gold, that right there is probably my least favorite. I do not like that fire guy who walks around the Bonehoard. He's absent in TDP unless I'm really getting confused in my old age. Maybe he occurs in the regular version of TDP, but only on Expert. Or maybe he just doesn't occur except in Gold. Now I can't even keep it straight. Great. Now that's going to bother me. I'm sure the wiki and many other people who are less confused can enlighten me in the comments section about how it all actually breaks down. I know if you like play on normal in Thief the Dark Project, he's not there, but I can't remember if he's there on Expert or not, or if he's exclusively in Thief Gold. Now, again, you don't want to miss this. You notice there's wood there. You have rope arrows. So, don't miss. Whoa, don't fall. That's how we're going to get out of here, but... The Murad extension. Interesting crypt. Underwhelming in terms of the loot, but... oh well, that'll be handy. Run and jump across this platform. Rope was weird, so I aborted. And again, playing this relatively vanilla, I mean, especially way, way back in the day when you're playing Thief the Dark Project off the CD, these ropes, ladders, ledges, it became more reliable as time went on and not less so. At first, it was, yeah, that, ropes and ladders were how you beat the levels, but you sometimes never knew whether or not you were going to mount them successfully. I need to get myself a little bit of... I've got a pot of tea here. You'll have to excuse me, but this is live. There are no saves. There's no stopping. But I need to have a break, don't you know? Except it's not tea. It's actually coffee. I was drinking tea earlier, but I drink a lot of both, actually. I'm so strung out on caffeine, if I don't have it in my system, I get really lethargic. That can't be good. Huh. Did you see that down there? That is another little piece of loot that I forgot. We're going back there. That's gonna just tick me off. And it would have been so easy. Well, we're definitely not gonna jump. But it would have been so easy to have gotten that earlier. Well, this is my penance. Before we do anything else, we're going to march right back there and get that piece of loot. Nothing for it. We will exit this level with a serviceable budget for next mission's accoutrements. You think you can make it across, but many's the time you'll be wrong if you don't slow it down. Nope, we're going this way. Now, if memory serves, yeah, there's a trap there. Let's just do this gingerly. Thank you. Okay. Now we may proceedeth. Let's go this way this time. Now, nothing up on those. I wonder why they're there, though. I mean, those sarcophagi at least do have a ladder. Again, it's still not really clear what purpose that serves. But the sarcophagus is on the other side. You can't even get to them. I might be able to get to them, frankly. Maybe. But don't walk across that hammer. You can jump across it, but don't walk across it. That hammer shall smash thee. Now, there's two pieces here. Let us rearm ourselves. If thou wilt place the golden bones of the saint back in the sarcophagus, then thou shalt have more weaponry with which to smite the undead. Now we gotta be careful here. Let's create ourselves a pocket of shadow and try to snipe this guy. He's this really nasty, crazy fire dude. You don't want him up on you. This is a very awkward angle to be sniping at him from. Sniping with the bow is something that I know actually a great deal about, frankly. And this is not the place to be doing it. There's several reasons for that, which I will not lecture about, but it sucks to be going at him. It's just a bad angle. It's hard for me to get the right perspective. Alright, give him a minute. Alright. He'll be back. You only have so much time. Am I gonna have? Yes, I am gonna have enough. And here was one more, in case I didn't. The water arrow. Ah yes, we are going to have to Indiana Jones this one. There's really no good way to do this puzzle. Oops. Run. Okay, let me see. This is what happens when I check my objectives. That's all you guys see. So that's why I'm only going to open a reading if it's critical to the mission to do so. But again, I wanted to play this unmodded. Now, Mr. Fire Guy, the only thing we have to do is run, but I don't want him to be in the way when we do. Well, nothing for it. Run. He's not going to be able, even he isn't going to be able to find us in this place. Let us get the horn and get out of here. Before I lose everything. Again, nothing has been saved. Burks won't attack you while the horn is noodling away, but they will on the way out. Burks aren't terrible. This here is the last real challenge.
Good thing I'm not afraid of heights.
Yeah, well, you don't have to be afraid of heights for them to kill you. This is the last real challenge, and I'm getting jittery. I don't mind telling you. Just like that. Just like that. That was our one reprieve. Next time it'll be fatal. All right, boy. Oh. Phew. Okay.
The Horn of Quintus, I presume.
Alright, now we are going to minimize our use of ladders going down. We are actually going to brave the possibility of a bad ricochet, and we are just going to play high altitude hopscotch with these platforms. I'm gonna have to use this later. Out, 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 and up. Not trying to cause any problems. Just rob the dead. I'm gonna have my water arrows ready in case Mr. Hot Sauce is out here looking for us. Down we go. Not too far, not too fast, because we don't want to go sailing off these platforms. We are going to make our way to the back door exit, which I'm more than certain is basically common knowledge by now, that you don't have to go all the way back through the caves. Trust me, it can be done. You can go out exactly the way you came in. Goodness knows I did it a few times before I discovered that this little... If all other mission objectives have been satisfied, you can use this little breach to the surface to end the level. But it took me a few times to figure out what purpose this thing actually served. I will see everybody back next time while we teach Assassin's Creed a thing or two. Later.